everybody. Well, here we are once again.
What's happened to your voice?
I don't know. It's going to be very low for the stream tonight. Drinking too much fizz, that's the problem. So, greetings, welcome everyone. Hope you are well. I don't know if this is the first episode that we've done this since we did the changeover of computers. Probably. That might explain why things weren't working as they should do.
Hello, Jim.
There he is. Hello, Mr. Jim. Ah, there he did. Right, so today, what are we up to? This is episode 46, and we are working on odd timings and displacement. So, displacement, what is it? Put simply, it is the moving of something, and it can be a beat, it can be an accent, it can be a certain drum, it can be a group of notes, you can displace anything. It's the moving of one element to a different position than its norm. So for example, if you can play just a standard rock groove where your beats are on 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can displace the snare so that, for example, that the snare goes on an and, like on the and of a 4, for example. So instead of being 1, 2, 3, 4, we'd move it to 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So all we've done there is displaced the snare by just 1/8 note onto a different place.
It's out of place. That's what displacement is.
It's
out of place.
And you can do them over a period of bars. You can displace things over multiple bars so that they kind of go on a strange rotation, and they can be very effective over a period of time, and they create all sorts of interesting rhythms within rhythms. So ask Archimedes. I would. He might be a bit dead, but sometimes we get Homer, so we do get some of the old ancient storytellers and philosophers on here, which is always nice. Right, so this is going to be Carrie's first time at having a go. I think we've done some stuff on odd time signatures before, so I think we did sort of playing in 7/8 and things like that, and so we're going to touch on that a bit more as well later on. But we're going to start off doing some very, very simple introductory stabs at displacement. So I'm just going to swap this over. There we go. So we've got our toolkit set up now. I don't know if we had this for the last stream, but we have it now. So you can see what I'm doing, and you can see what Carrie is doing. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to do just what I did there. So we are going to displace our second snare. Instead of being on the 4, we are going to change it to the and of the 4. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, like normal, we're going to have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Are you up for that?
So hang on. So it's 1 and 2
and 3 and 4. So you hold off hitting that snare just for an extra tap, basically.
Hang on, I'm trying to figure it out. Do it again, sorry.
Okay. So the best thing is after you've said 2, just think I don't hit the snare at all until I come to the end of the 4. So think 1 and 2, then I hold off. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3.
Sorry, I don't understand. So 1 and
2 and 3 and 4 and. Yeah, and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Right,
that's
so
it. 2 and 3 and 4 and. 2 and 3 and 4 and we just need to get the bass drum in, the second bass drum in where we would normally put it, on the 3.
Hang on, so
1 and 2 and 3. So your bass drum would go in on the 3 like usual. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 and 3. 4.
What?
So you just displaced the bass drum instead there. So the bass drum, the rest of the groove is the same. Jim says, I've been working on playing the bass drum in different places. I really need to do the same with the snare now. Displacement, it's a really good thing to try. Just try moving the snare, even by 8th notes, by 16th notes, and we'll be getting onto that a little bit later. So it does change the groove quite considerably. So slowly, if you think up to beat 3, we're playing the groove as normal. 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, just like normal. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's it.
Oh shit, I did it again. 1
and 2 and 3.
Oh, 1
and 2 and 3 and 4.
Oh it's really hard.
Yeah, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
I did 2.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to try shifting it to a different position. So instead of our standard 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and as normal, we're going to shift it to the and of the and of the 3. So we'll get instead 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
So.
And 2 and 3. Yeah, so and of the 3. So play it just the hands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3.
Oh,
sorry. Try again. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Right,
Good.
Okay.
Now we're trying. Let's bring the first bass drum in to start with. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's it.
Oh,
apart from that one.
Yeah.
Right, so now let's try and bring the bass drum in on the 3. So what will happen is when you do your second bass drum, your snare is going to come in straight after because it's on the and of the 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4.
No.
So bass drum on the 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and that's so straight after the bass drum, that second bass drum, your hands will go together.
1
and 2 and 3 and 4.
Oh shit.
1
1
and 2 and 3.
I don't think I'm gonna get this very well.
And 2 and boom ba. That's it. And then you would start again. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good.
That is
Right.
quite difficult.
Yeah, these aren't easy. So what we're going to do now, instead of shifting it by an 8th note, we are going to shift it by a 16th. So what we are going to do, we are going to shift from, instead of on a 4, we are going to shift it back probably 1/16 to the of the 3. So for this, we're going to need to count in the ways of 1 eander, 2 eander. So if we think of 1 eander, 2 eander, 3 eander, 4 eander, 1 eander, 2 eander, 3 eander, 4 eander. Sounded very loud there. 1 eander, 2 eander, 3 eander.
Is that not eighths? What is the 16th?
I'm tapping in 8ths, but I'm counting in 16ths.
Right.
Yeah? So remember, there's 4 for everyone out there. 3 ways we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's counting in crotchets or quarter notes. 1 and that would be counting the kick and the snare. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's quarter notes. Yeah, 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's a good way of counting your hi-hat. Now 16ths, generally we count like drum fills. 1 eander, 2 eander, 3 eander, 4 eander. But we can use those counts to help us out no matter what we're doing. So we're just going to break down this groove, but we're going to count it as 16ths. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. You can still hear with the 1, 2, 3, 4 in my count. I'm still counting the basic notes and everything we need to do it. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a. So just if you want to hear the groove on its own, I think, hang on. So it just sounds a little bit funkier. If it helps, make a little tune up in your head. So for example, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a. So boom ba ba dum boom ba bam boom ba bam boom boom ba bam. So try it just with that groove idea. So boom boom ba dum boom ba ba boom boom
Who?
ba.
Me?
Yep.
I'm not going to do that though.
Okay. Boom ba boom boom ba ba.
No, that's not right, is it?
Yeah, that was in the right place. Ba boom boom ba ba. So the left hand will come in as an in between.
So isn't it not?
So you'll go 1 and 2 and 3 F. So 1 and 2 and 3. Hang on. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E F. So boom,
So
boom, boom, ba, boom, boom. That's it. Yeah. Dum ba dum boom ba ba. Boom boom ba. Yeah.
oh shit, but yeah, okay.
So play it once more and I'll count with it. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4.
Oh.
It's okay. 2 E and a 3 E and a. Yeah, so you can see just by that simple shift, it can completely change the sound of the groove.
Mhm.
And what you can do, this is a quite hard practice to do, but if you can do it as an experiment, it's a really good way of taking one groove and getting multiple grooves out of it. And that is changing, displacing it by a different amount each time. And this is a bit of a head fuck. So, but you could take, for example, we start playing our normal groove, our 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah?
Mhm.
Now what we're going to do, we are going to shift that last snare hit along by a 16th note, and we're going to change it each time. Now I'm not expecting Carrie to do this. I'm not expecting me to do this, to be honest. So you would get, for example, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So that's our basic one. If we shift it along to the E of the 4, so you'd get 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. Yeah, so immediately we've got a new groove. If I change it to the and of the 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. No, I've got that. Hang on. Yeah, 4. Hang on. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Yeah, so it'd come in there. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E. Yeah, so you can see I'm changing it to a different position again. Change it again, another one onto the Oh, there's a thing. Hey,
Thank
hello,
you, Noel.
Noel, you sexy bugger.
He's liked and shared.
He has?
You didn't do your little thing, did you?
What?
Please like, subscribe.
Oh, no, I didn't. I don't even know if I've got it set up yet. I've still got things to do on this. But thank you, Noel. You're a lovely, lovely man. So and then we can shift it over again onto now what we just did, the of the 4. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a.
Mhm.
So if we try and do them all in order, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. So you hear we've had, just by shifting it, 1/16th note each time.
Mhm.
So do you want to have a try, or how do you feel about that one?
I don't know if my brain can understand the shift yet. So if it's very used to kind of doing,
Sure.
I don't know if I can pick it up. But
For anyone, anyone who wants to try and visualize this at home, imagine the 1E and a 2E and everything as rectangular building blocks, one all placed after another. Jim just said, got to get my right hand on autopilot and get the left hand to listen to my brain. That's the job we've all got to try and do, I think. The ongoing saga of being a drummer.
Isn't the right-hand side of your brain processing anyway? Because that's where trauma gets trapped. So you're right.
Are you saying my lessons are traumatic?
No, but the right-hand side of your brain is responsible for processing.
I've never fully understood the... I've never looked into the right and the left brain and regarding how it affects drums. I know about the short-term memory and the long-term memory and the processing a brain needs to do, especially when you overload it.
Does it light up all the different areas?
I don't know.
It's quite.
Does it?
Be quite something that I could research.
There you go.
When I've got some time.
What goes on in drummers' brains?
Probably quite a lot.
Or not a lot?
No, I think. Well, I think it's quite a lot when you're actually practicing or learning something.
Probably.
Differently to when you already know something and when you're thinking about what you're getting from the shop.
It would be interesting actually to see a drummer's brain scan, depending on what they are doing drum-wise at the time. But let's have a quick, we won't do them all in an order, but we'll go through each one of those individual ones that I just did. So we'll start off with our straightforward one, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So just a normal groove. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. Good. So now we are going to bring the snare in on the E of the 4. So 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. E and 3.
Oh, sorry.
And a 2E and a 3E and a.
Oh, sorry. It's on the snare.
Yeah, so it'll be an in-between hit. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. So hold off on the 4 and bring that snare in just after.
I don't think I can do it.
Okay.
I think it's something I'm going to have to probably try and practice, but I don't know when I can practice that.
Okay. Right, let's try displacing now a kick drum. So same idea, but we are just going to bring the kick drum into a slightly different place. So we're going to take the same principle, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And we're going to move the kick from the 3, we're going to shift it over, we're going to displace it onto the and of the 3. So instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we would get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now this is something that that groove you've done before. Okay, do you want to try that?
So
1 and 2 and 3 and. Yeah, 2 and 3, boom, bam. That's it. 1 and 2 and boom, bam. Yeah. So that is a shift by an 8th note. Now we could shift it onto the, instead of the 3, we could shift it the other way, and we could go onto the and of the 2. So we'd get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
By the way, Jim said that last he heard it doesn't make that much difference. Apparently musicians develop a thicker connection between the halves. I did hear about, just to slightly go off on a tangent, how taxi drivers and I think bus drivers in London have like a larger, is it, I can't remember if it's the frontal cortex or if it's hippocampus. It might be the hippocampus. But anyway, that gets...
We'll ask Simon when he comes over later.
That gets bigger because obviously they have to map the whole of London out to do a route. So that actually expands because that knowledge, they have to map everything out in their heads when they're driving.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I wondered if it would be a similar experience for drummers.
We're going to have an Aldridge fact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's surprising what I can retain. Probably not much to do with the actual literature I need to do. But
so we are going 1 and, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and. That's it. Good. Now the tricky part is now what we're going to try and do is
in between snare hits.
we're gonna shift it by a 16th. So instead of on the 3, we are going to shift it over to the E. So we're going to shift it over by 1/16. So again, we'll count into our 16th note count. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3. Boom. So groove. Boom. Dum ba ba boom bam boom ba ba boom ba. So again, put a bit of a kind of groove behind it, a bit of a musical note to it.
So what?
Boom ba boom ba. That's it. Boom ba boom
Oh,
ba.
sugar, hang on.
Boom ba.
Oh, it's hard to do it at the 16th for some reason. No.
1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4. That was it. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4.
All right. It sounded a bit like Chili Peppers.
Yeah. Also, was it?
Oh, Amadeus. Rock me
yeah,
Amadeus.
Amadeus. Yeah, it does. Yeah. So good. Well done. So that was a shifting over of a 16th. So let's try shifting it now to the. So we've got 3E and we can play with. Let's try the So it'd be 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4. So that's quite. We've done that one before. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4. Yeah. Nearly.
Say it?
That was the other one. 3E and a 4. That's it.
Oh shit! Hang on. Is that it?
Yeah. And a 3E and a 4. Good. Right. Now what we're going to do is we are going to play around with displacing accents or a certain sound within a group. So what we're going to do, we are going to now play 16th notes with the right hand, just so that we can break this up in a nice way. So we're going to play the equivalent of this. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... Just to make it easier to visualise where we're changing this
on
thing.
the ride.
Yeah. Now, there's two ways that we can do this. We can play it on two different drums to kind of get what we need, because on this kit, I like to use the bell of the ride, but I haven't got one here. Yours, you have. So say we wanted to accent the 1, the 2.
Oh, this bumpy bit.
That is the bell, yes. So
right.
if you hit that with your stick, so you have to sort of go a bit further and hit the bell with more of the shank of the stick. So go to the left hand, play the sort of there.
Oh.
That's it.
Ah, I didn't believe that.
Yeah. Right. So what you can do, if you think of going bell 2 3 4, bell 2 3 4, ding dong dong dong. That's what we're going for.
Right.
So.
Oh.
2 3 4.
Oh, I keep hitting this.
Yeah, you.
Ah.
Yeah, you have to. You'll find that sweet spot. You might have to go a little bit further up. Yeah, that's better. There you go.
Keep hitting that though, don't I? Haven't got much good control. Anyway.
Good. Right. So we can either do it like that, or what we can do is use two toms, which might be a bit easier, especially for those of you out there who've only got an electric kit that hasn't got the bell option. So what we're going to do is we are going to play on our floor tom, but on the 1, the 2, the 3 and the 4, we are just going to change to a different tom. So for example, we'll go 1, 2, so 1, so 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and
Have I got to do that on my toms now?
you can do it on either. Now we want to put it as a groove. So it'll be 1 E and 2, right? 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and so for you it would be bell and bass drum, 2, 3, 4, bell and snare, 2, 3, you know, kind of like that.
Yeah, hang on.
2, 3, 4.
No, I'm confused.
No, that
Bell
was
and
right.
snare.
Yeah, bell and snare. Sorry,
No,
bell and bass drum. E and 2.
Oh, but no bass.
Yeah.
So
E and 2, E and 3, E and 4.
is that it?
Yep, it's just making sure that we get that bell when we play one of the other bits. Yeah, so there we needed to make sure you get the bell when you do the snare as well.
No, hang on. Sorry.
Yep,
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
that's it. Yeah, so you're just moving the hand over just for that one hit. Now this is where the really tricky bit comes in. We are going to shift that accent or that bell over by 1/16 on all of them. So instead of doing the accent on the 1, 2, 3 and 4, we will do it on the E of each of those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So what will happen is it will sound like this. So instead of 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and we will go 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and so for you would go 1 bell. Yeah, 1. So try it first, just the right. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and
Yeah.
right. Try bringing in the bass drum to start with. So boom ting da 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 din da da boom ting da da.
So
2 E and 3 E and 4 E.
it's not triggering it off all the time, but
Right. Do you think you can do the groove? So 1 E and snare E and so bass E and snare E and bass E and snare E and together E.
oh, hang on. Oh, this is hard. Hang
Yeah.
on. So
And snare E and yes.
hang on, let me just figure it out.
E and that's it. Good, excellent.
It's not triggering.
No,
off all the
but
time,
you could
yeah.
definitely see you've got it there. Excellent. Right, so let's shift it over again. So now we're going to do it on the and. So we're going to get 1 E and 2 E and. So for me, it'd be like a 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4. Yeah, that's right. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and.
So it's still
You're going to be you'll be going 1 E and is the bell. So ting. So 1 2 3 4.
Oh.
1 2 3 4.
so
1 2 3. 2 3 4.
so
Boom boom boom. Snare, and that's where you do your snare and your. That's it. Good. Excellent.
oh shit. Hang on.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Kenny.
So hang on, I'm getting distracted. So is that it?
That's it.
Oh,
Jim just said, if that ride bell is anything like mine, you'll have to give it quite a whack. Look, what you do behind closed doors, my friend.
what, whacking your bell?
Yeah, whacking your bell is entirely up to you. If you have to whack it hard, that's just the way it is for some of
people
us.
like that.
Yeah, some people like that. Some require a delicate bell stroke. Whatever floats your boat.
Some people are just a bell end.
Good, excellent. Right, so now we go on to the last one. Now this one's my favourite, doing it on the So so we have 1 E and ding. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and
So.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
Oh, bugger.
2, 3, 4. 1. So after you do the bell stroke, we'll be bell stroke. The bell thing sounds a bit rude.
we were very rude. I'm very sorry.
Hang on, Kenny, where are you?
Right, so you said...
So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, snare 2. So bass 2, 3, 4, snare 2, 3, 4, bass 2, 3, 4.
So...
2, 1, 2, 3, bell, snare 1, 2, 2, 3, bell, snare 2, 3, bell, bass 2, 3, bell.
I did it right then, hang on.
Yeah?
Oh shit.
Good.
Right?
Yeah, that's really good. Excellent. Good. Right, so that is just a brief introduction into displacement. So we've displaced some snare drums, we've displaced some kick, and we've displaced some accenting, basically across the bar.
And we've whacked some bells.
And we've whacked some bells. So now we're going to jump on to a little bit of time signature stuff. So we have multiple time signatures, as we've touched on before. We have 4/4, that is our most common, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you look at the 4/4 in the timing, it means 4 quarter notes. Yeah? So 4 of the bar being split into 4 pieces. If that was 3/4, we'd split the bar into 4 pieces, and the 3 at the top would mean you play 3 of them. That's how much is filled in the bar. So, for example, 4/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3/4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2/4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1/4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Sound like that metronome I've got. 1, 1, 1. So that's
the beginning of Robbie Williams song.
Is it?
I Don't Want to Rock DJ, when you were doing 1, 1, 1.
Okay. So that is your general 4/4. Now you can add to that, so we can have 5/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can change it to whatever we want, and you can incorporate whatever groove you want that you like in there. So we're going to try a bit of 5/4. Okay? So, Carrie, I want you to just play a groove, and then once we get... Remember, if you're playing 8th notes, you'd have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and... Because our notes there are the equivalent of the note with its and as well. So if you play just a straightforward groove...
Right.
And I will count as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and then you go straight back to the start.
Right.
Yeah?
I don't know, but yeah, okay.
Let's find out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and...
So...
2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1. So there, you would go right back. The way I find this easiest to do is go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and... So do an extra snare on the 5. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1. That's it. Good.
Okay.
Now, if we add a crash at the end of our bar, so the crash on the new first beat of the new bar, it would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
So have a go at that. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1. Good. Now, if we start adding a little bit of a drum roll in there. So what if we did 4/16 notes on the 5? So we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1. Good. Yeah, so you can hear all we're doing, we're just finding ways to fill up that space of time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we can do to make it sound really interesting is we can use different time signatures over a period of a couple of bars to split it up in an interesting way. So, for example, if we have 2 bars of 4/4, yeah, that creates a certain space of time. Now, we don't have to have that bar as 4/4 and 4/4. We could split it up as a 3/4 and a 5/4. Still equals the same amount of time, but it shifts the way we play it.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, say if we played a straightforward groove using 4/4s. Yeah. Now, if I counted it different, if I went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's still the same space as my 4/4s, but I've just broken it up in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's quite fun to play around it, especially if you have a riff over the top that's kind of a standard 4/4 riff. So if you had like, so like a boom boom ba da dum boom ba da boom boom ba da boom boom ba. I'm going to try and do this. I don't know if I can do this and play and sing at the same time. So if I do it as a 4/4, boom boom ba da boom boom ba da. Now I'm going to try it as a 3/4. So ba boom ba da ba and 1 and 2 and 3 and yeah, right. Boom boom ba da ba da. No, I can't sing it and do it at the same time. Ah, come on, brain. Boom, boom, ba ba da, boom, boom, ba da da, boom, boom, ba ba da, boom, boom, ba da da, boom. Do you see what I mean? It throws it off onto like an offbeat, the way the riff works.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to try and get you to do that, and if I can, I'll grab a guitar and I'll try and just play a simple riff over the top so you can hear how it messes with it. I know, I'm that interesting.
No, I'm just tired.
Okay, so I want you to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh shit! Hang on. 1,
2.
I'm trying to think how often the bass goes in. So it's 1,
2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Is
Yep. Yeah, so that's kind of like a normal bar, but with a little bit added on.
Hang on. Is the bass on the 1 and the 3?
Yes. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
How can I get it? You were just doing it. Let me just do it without the bass.
1, 2.
Why can't I figure it out now? I was literally just copying you. Hang on. Can you just repeat it again so I can pick it up?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just think a short bar and then a normal bar with a bit added. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that would be a bass drum, yeah. That's it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I can't figure it out. So 1,
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So there, after that would be a normal boom, ka, boom, ka. 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5.
I can't do the bass thing.
Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, but that is splitting it up into just interesting versions.
Uh-huh.
It was something the drummer, for anyone out there who knows Steve Smith, He used to be the drummer for Journey, so he was famous for doing things like Don't Stop Believing. That was his work. And he said when he's playing kind of jazzy stuff, he says by splitting it up into, instead of just being whatever the time signature is, he can split it up into 2s to 3s to 4s to 5s, and it will change how he plays. So he might say, if you took, oh, who's this? Who have we got? It's David Roots. Hello, mate. How are you? So, say for example, he was kind of like going sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If he split it up into, and I'll just throw in some random counts where I'll kind of loop it back on itself. So a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So you can hear it sounds fragmented and strange.
It sounds like that sit down song. Sit down.
Oh yeah. Great tune. So you can see by splitting it up into different chunks, we can get different things. So what we'll do then, we'll go back to our 5/4, and I want you to try and do a drum roll in 5/4, a full bar of it. Okay, so we will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll just do, you've got 5 toms. Oh, sorry, you've got 4 toms. So you can do a snare and then a roll on each tom, and that will work.
What? That's not right.
Yeah. If you think 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 5 E and a boom.
Right.
So that will be a 5/4 bar drum roll.
So what did you want me to do? 1 and 2 and
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 5 E and a 1.
So 1,
2, 3, 4, 5. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 5 E and yeah.
Oh.
Now it will feel weird because you're used to doing a 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 5 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 5 E and a. Good. Excellent. So we'll go on to one of the other popular ones to play, which is 7/8, which is great fun. So the 8th notes, again, if we were to look at 7/8 on a music chart, it means we split the bar into 8th note values, and the bar length is 7 of them. So does that make sense?
not for me, but it just goes right over my head, those things. If you played it, then I'd get it that way, but
Yeah.
not to talk about it.
When we talk about like the 4/4 in music,
I know what that is. It's on like the edge of the bar.
yeah. So right at the start of the bar, we have our time signature.
Yeah.
So you have in a 4/4, 4 at the top, 4 underneath it. The 4 underneath it means quarter note counts. Yeah.
How many notes? Oh, the speed. Sorry. Yeah.
The speed is the tempo. That's usually written as a little number above the music.
No, I know. I'm talking about like how much you count between the notes.
Yeah, so
That's what I mean.
it's the spacing
Yeah.
of the notes.
space.
It's how long each note lasts.
Yeah.
So when we split it into quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I was playing that on a piano, it would be dung, 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 dung. That note value would last for that whole block.
Mhm.
And the 4 at the top means you play four notes of those in each bar.
Mhm.
That's how much it's worth.
Mhm.
So if it was 4/4, dung, 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 3/4, dung, 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 dung. Eighth notes, so we are playing eighth note lengths, which are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so dung, 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 dung. So that's the value, and then we say, right, the number at the top says you're going to play either 5 of those or 6 of those or whatever of those I tell you. So 5/8 would be dung 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 dung. at that tempo, whatever the tempo is set at the start. If it was a faster tempo, it'd be dung 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 dung. Yeah, that makes sense. There's lots of dungs in there.
I was about to say you're saying dung quite
How much dung can anyone handle? But so if we take 7/8, right? So if we had our, I haven't got my. There we are. If we were to pick a tempo, so for those of you who don't know, by the way, this is a quick demonstration of the different what tempo is. Tempo is the speed, while the time signature is just how the bar is split up. So, for example, my metronome here, if I chuck this on, right, if I set my metronome to a tempo, a speed of 100.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so
4.
that kind of, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 4/4 groove at a tempo of 100. Now, if I keep the tempo the same, but I change the time signature to 3/4, it would sound like this.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
So you can hear the speed is the same. It's just how many counts we play in each bar is different.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, does that all make sense?
Yeah.
Good. Right. So 7/8. Oh, hello. Would sound. Let's see if it will do it on this. So this is 8/8.
2, 3.
I have to change the subdivision.
8, 1, and 2, and 3,
Yeah.
and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4.
Oh,
So-
my brain made a little song out of that. But yeah,
Now 8/8 is exactly the same as 4/4 if you think about it. Yeah.
it's got ands in it.
All we're doing is just counting it differently. So 1, 2,
I was going to say you got it upside down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You can hear my 1, 2, 3, 4 are still in exactly the same place.
You've just got ands in it.
Yeah, we've just split it up into smaller chunks. So a 7/8 is going to sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Right.
So when we play that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all we're doing is basically cutting that last eighth note off the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So do you want to have a try? So just 1, 2, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1. So you're after the snare, you're straight back in with the bass drum and restart the whole thing again. And 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2. Yeah, I'll count to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm not doing it right, am I?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought the bass has to be the first hit on the hi-hat.
Yeah. So
I wasn't doing it right then.
weren't you?
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is on the 1.
Yeah.
1 and the 3.
Yeah.
Right,
So you're
okay.
doing it right.
Right, okay.
Now, if you hear the song, the perfect one for this is "Money" by Pink Floyd. You heard that song? Money, it's a drag.
No.
Kenny knows it. So it's like. Ba-da-dum, ba-dum, bam, ba.
Oh, yes, I do. They did that Spanky, didn't they? Did
Yeah.
Spanky do
So I
that?
think it's
Yeah.
I think the groove's something like. Boom, ba-da-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-bum, bum. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Dave, I'm playing along. I need all the help I can get. Excellent, dude. That's what this is for.
It's good though because it will keep everything. You're supposed to keep every limb moving. Isn't
Yeah,
it? Drumming,
exactly.
you
Keep
use all
everything-
your limbs.
Keep on moving.
Use it or lose it.
Yes. Right. So we've just played our groove in 7/8. Yeah. Now we're going to try fill in 7/8. Now for this, if you think about it, it's going to be 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. Because the way it's broken up. Yeah, because 7/8, basically we need to take away
One note.
two
Oh, two.
2/16 notes or 1/8 note.
Okay.
So 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. 1, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1.
I'm not sure I can do that, but
It's tricky. It's tricky. It's
right. So 1,
2,
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1.
Oh shit.
And then you would start your snare on the new one. So
1,
2,
2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Yeah, go on. 2, 3, 6, 7. 1. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's hard. Hang on.
Okay,
so
try just the drum roll. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I didn't do that right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. Yeah, so your last hit will only be 2 on a drum. So you'll get 4, 4, 4, 2. Yeah, so give that a try. Probably use the low because that first time doesn't seem to trigger off very well.
That one.
Yeah. Yeah, so that would be a 7/8 roll.
Okay.
So try and do a bass drum with the crash at the end. You know, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Good. Excellent. Right, so let's see if we can do a 7/8 bar and then a 7/8 fill.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1,
oh, hang on. 1,
2,
2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2.
Oh shit.
That was going really well as well.
Sorry.
1,
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. Good. Excellent. And you can have so much fun with that. Just playing around, just experimenting with different fills. It just gives depending on the song it's played with as well. So, but we can also do things like 9/8 as well. So we've done 7/8. So let's add in a little bit extra at the end. Let's add in an extra 8th note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. So all we're going to do, we're going to chuck in an extra snare on the 9. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1. Yeah. And then straight after that 9, you're back to 1.
How do you mean?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1. So
Oh, 1
yeah.
on the bass.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh.
Bit quick there. 3, 4, 5,
I'm confused.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, can you?
Yep. So slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's resetting your brain straight into that new bar. That's the tricky bit. But you've nearly got it. Let's have another go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Let's bring a crash in on the one of each new bar so it really separates it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. And to finish it off, we're going to try a 9/8 drum roll. Now for this, we're going to need a bit extra than our normal drum roll. So if you think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're going to go, and the 9, 8.
Okay.
So you're going to go 4, 4, 4,
6.
6. 2.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so you'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
That was going really well. You did a perfect one the first time.
Yeah.
Go on, one more. Let's get it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, fuck.
Aha.
Excuse my language.
It's all right.
So, 6 on that one.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That was annoying.
But you did really well there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever want to hear really good examples of this, especially used in like tom work and things like that, listen to a band like Tool. Tool playing a lot of I can't even sort of remember the groove, but if you imagine like a 5/4, kind of like a 1, 2, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. You know, that kind of sort of thing, and then hearing fills in, you know, fives and things like that. And they'll split it up into different bits. You might go straight, like sort of straight kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. You know, you can really make it interesting by splitting up into different time signatures. All right, ladies and gents, that is all we have time for this evening. So I've got to quickly prep for the next stream. We will have it's no point saying I've got a mystery guest. I've got Simon back, just because I love him so much. So me and Simon are going to do just a nice acoustic evening, both of us on jingly jangly guitars. I might see if I can get the piano up and running and embarrass myself if I can learn something nice and quick. But thank you very much for tuning in. It's been a really good one. Carrie's done really, really well. So round of applause everyone for Carrie. Hoo-ha. All right, everybody. Take care. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you,
Thanks.
Noel.
Oh,
Thank you.
I think
Hey, Glenn. Hello,
right
buddy.
at the end.
Snuck in there.
It's getting ready for your stream.
Yeah, you
That's what it
cheeky
is.
little bumder.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Take care, and we will see you all later on. Much love. Bye-bye. My outro button doesn't work. That's funny.
Thanks.
Right, you sit there awkwardly while I turn the buttons. Find it. One moment. Nothing to see here.
I thought you sorted this all out.